Ladies and gentlemen, the time has arrived as the hottest event of the summer is coming to you live this Thursday, August 10th and Saturday, August 12th at 6 p.m. Eastern. Code of Honor presents Summer Series. So kicking off the night one, the television championship will be on the line as Gerard Bowden looks to defend his title against Josh Wolf. Now, over the past month, Gerard has not only had to deal with Josh Wolf attacking him from behind, but has also been dealing with a third party of interest in Christian Blake trying to insert himself into this match at all costs. Will Josh Wolf finally accomplish his dream of becoming television champion? Or will Gerard Bowden put him in his place and testify his way to victory? The COH Tag Team Championships will also be on the line as COH and Ammo Tag Team Champions Cutthroat Inc. will defend against the newly formed team of The Influence. Now, Cutthroat's Richie Rose and Dave Henderson have become synonymous with victory, having been able to defeat every single team that has tried to take their belts, but The Influence's APH and Richie Rich have established themselves as legitimate contenders as they march forward to show the world what excellence is all about. The next match is Big Perk Mamba taking on the man on fire, Aiden Robinson. Now, Aiden just came off of a brutal death match against Chase Owens at Infamous. While coming out to address the crowd, Mamba had other plans and decided to blindside Aiden and show him why he is the draw on Overdrive. Will Mamba be able to extinguish the flame, or will Aiden Robinson show why he is the true future of Code of Honor? Ladies and gentlemen, the next match is Psycho G versus Tyler Jones. And words can't even begin to describe what these two men are planning on doing to each other. Tyler Jones has been on Overdrive looking for an opportunity to prove himself and begging General Manager Jordan Brooks to give him a match. His wishes were answered, but not in the way he would have wanted, as Psycho G returns, then took this opportunity to make a statement. Going back to the days of Honorbound and the COH Cruiserweight Championship, these two men have been written in history, and destiny has finally brought them together for one last match to prove who's gonna come out on top. The COH Uprising World Championship will also be on the line as Eve Stokes looks to defend her championship against Christy Redding. Now, this isn't Christy's first time being in the spotlight, but has a tough task as they look to defeat the toughest Uprising champion to ever step foot into COH. Also important to note, Eve rented a movie from Blockbuster and never returned it, which led to her being banned from the only Blockbuster alive in the entire world. Eve Stokes has managed to defeat every single contender over the last year and looks forward to adding Christy Redding's name to the list. But the supersonic Hedgehog Christy has the power of Blockbuster behind them and will be sure not to let this opportunity go to waste. The 4-count world champion Bill Dern looks to defend his championship against Nick Black. Nick was able to hold the R-Pro World Championship for a little under a year without being defeated. He is now looks at winning a championship that can be defended across the 4-count of COH, R-Pro, Fireball, and Ammo. Bill Dern has been a fighting champion, taking on all challengers, and looks to keep this streak going. Who do you think is going to walk away with the 4-count title? The next match is for the COH World Heavyweight Championship. Christian Crude is set to defend his title against the bleached blonde Real Deal Will Steele. COH veteran Will made his return to the ring a little under a month ago and wasted no time making his intentions known. He wants the World Championship and feels it is past due. He also feels Crude was his replacement and everything that Crude has had should have been Will's. But Christian Crude is not planning on letting anyone take his title from him. He has been on an upward path since his groundbreaking performance at WrestleCade 9 against Ryan Swift, and he's not looking to slow down one bit. Will Crude be able to successfully defend his championship, or will Will Steele reach his destination and become the new COH World Champion? And the main event for Night 1, the Women's War Games! COH Intercontinental Champion Corey Rose teams up with Kelly Kells, Lulu Moretti, and Tori Rex to take on Games of the Galaxy briefcase holder Ashley Rain and Sugarcast's Bree George and Kayla. Over the past couple months, Corey has ensured that she stops Ashley from cashing in her contract. By enlisting the likes of Kelly and Lulu, it became overwhelming 3 versus 1 situation and everything was under control. That is until the new duo of Bree George and Kayla teamed up with Ashley to even up the sides. Not to be outdone, Corey also enlisted the help of world-class wrestler Tori Rex as her team's 4th member for the War Games match. And as of right now, there have been only 3 members announced for Ashley Rain's team, which begs the question, will this be a 4-on-4 situation, or will the odds be on Corey Rose's side? If you thought Night 1 was full of some non-stop action, wait until you see what we've got lined up for Night 2. Greeley Steele will take on Matsuda Tanaka. Now this match came about as Greeley Steele was trying to inform Matsuda of what he heard backstage from Corey Rose. Not wanting to listen, Chris Maltasanti and Matsuda Tanaka have taken personal offense at the implications from Greeley Steele. This match was sanctioned, but if Greeley Steele loses, his contract will belong to Chris Maltasanti. The next match is a grudge match between Jeremy Barmore and Kendrick Carter, where they will finally get a chance to settle their differences inside of the ring. Now Barmore offered some friendly advice after Kendrick's hard loss to world champion Ryan Swift. Kendrick was pushed past his limits and turned his back on the fans and also his friend Barmore. Not only did he attack him from behind, he also enlisted the help of the 7-foot monster Braddock to stack the deck against Barmore. If I were Kendrick Carter, I wouldn't be so confident. There's a reason they call Barmore the Decimator. The next match will be the Deathmatch Messiah Jake Carter taking on the Games of the Galaxy briefcase holder Jack Hunter. Now these two men are no strangers to each other, having had just a death match at WrestleFest 2 in R-Pro not that long ago. Now Jack Hunter decided to call Jake out on an Overdrive episode, and Jake has accepted the Texas death match. The Butterfly Jack Hunter feels he is the one who will defeat Jake Carter's undefeated streak in all of these death matches. Things were said, match was issued, death match versus Butterfly. The Great British Championship will be on the line as Oliver Windsor looks to defend against Dustin Weaver. Now with the deck stacked against him, Dustin overcame the odds and defeated 3 other men to become #1 contender for the Great British Championship. Windsor, being a fighting champion and also being great at everything he does, looks to retain his championship against the skater boy, Dustin Weaver. Ladies and gentlemen, the next matchup is one for the history books. The 4-count Sapphire Championship will be on the line as Amber Reed will defend her title against longtime friend and rival Allie Page in a ladder match. These two women are the epitome of what women's wrestling is all about. They're gonna put everything on the line once again to settle their feud and determine who is the better of the two. This rematch of last year's Summer Series ended with Amber Reed being the victim of Corey Rose's debut, allowing Allie Page to get the victory. Will the GOAT Amber Reed defend her championship? Or will history repeat itself and the head alien Allie Page defeat Amber Reed and become the new 4-count Sapphire champion. A dream match is happening right before your very eyes as the newly signed hottest free agent, JTD, looks to take on COH veteran Tone White. Now, as someone who's been here from day one, Tone White feels as he has been overlooked by COH's general manager Ryan Swift and cast aside. Tone White is wanting to prove his point and stop JTD from having any success in COH. JTD, on the other hand, has arrived in COH and welcomes all competition. He's looking to make his mark here while also contributing to the roster. Over the past month, Tone has taken measures to get under the JTD's skin, but the king of native style has chopped them all down, and now they both stand face to face to finally see who is the better of the two. The COH Overdrive World Championship will be on the line as Ryan Swift will defend his championship against Team Perk Angle member Brett Curtis. Ryan Swift has been the face of Overdrive for a year now and finally won the championship at WrestleCade 10 against Matsuda Tanaka. Former COH World Champion Brett Curtis was drafted from Rise to Overdrive and has been trying to get Swift's attention over the past couple months. Not getting his way and seeing no success, Brett resorted to the other methods and hit Swift in the family jewels, resulting in Ryan Swift answering the challenge and taking on Brett Curtis for the Overdrive World Championship. Ryan Swift has a long fighting history with TPA. Will the Bollywood bro come out on top, or will Brett Curtis find a way to have the last laugh and win the world title again? And finally, the main event of Night 2, the Men's War Games match. There is so much on the line in this one, and you will not want to turn away for 1 second. Team Money Mafia's Eddie Reed, Carlos Corvo, and Carter Blackwell are joined by Team Perk Angle member Jordan Brooks as they take on Team COH's Daniel Lyons, Devlin O'Brien, Sean Nova, and 2TM. This is a long-battled story of greed and power. Former COH owner Daniel Lyons put his ownership on the line against Eddie Reed at WrestleCade 10. Zoe Zombie, an ex from Lyons' past, came back to COH and abducted Lyons' mother to get into Lyons' head. Unfortunately, Daniel Lyons lost the ownership of the company and it went on a downward. Unfortunately, Daniel Lyons lost the ownership of the company and he went down a downward spiral. Now, finally, after 5 months, he's come back stronger than ever and looks at getting COH back on track and winning the ownership of the company again. If Team COH wins, Eddie Reed loses his ownership of COH and it goes back to Daniel Lyons. But if Money Mafia wins, Daniel Lyons will be fired from Code of Honor. And on top of that, Devlin O'Brien, Sean Nova, and 2TM must also join Money Mafia. You can be part of all of this live Thursday, August 10th and Saturday, August 12th at 6 p.m. Eastern only on twitch.tv/Code Lions. Wrestling, yeah, wrestling!